And that is the end of this series and the end of TSM's perfect record. Down to just Bjergsen watching his kingdom fall to ashes.
They're just not a good team anymore.
It's just a Bjergsen 1v9 show.
Bjergsen, he's gonna try to finish it all up. The Nexus is dead. They need to cancel these backside trucks. He's zipping back as fast as he possibly can go. Bjergsen is here. He's got the shockwave again. He used it, but it takes it the wrong way. But Bjergsen, one more auto. That's it.
I think we all know we're getting carried by Bjergsen right now. He's smurfing it hard.
Bjergsen wants back in. He has the ulti. Not going to go. Now he is. Scoops in 3. Look at that play. They're going to get a whole lot done. 2 kills picked up. Make it a third. Huge out of the TSM mid laner.
I hope he's able to keep that up when they go to Worlds because he looks so good.
This guy just had, like, he's really on one now. I mean, Bjergsen upped his level.
TSM fans, the championship drought is over because last week the boys in black became the 2020 LCS Summer Split champions.
As the Nexus falls, TSM claim LCS title number 7.
And after 2 years of missing Worlds, 2 years of crushing losses, non-stop criticism and regrets, Bjergsen, easily the best LCS mid laner to ever do it, is headed back to League of Legends' biggest stage. To understand Bjergsen's fall, we have to rewind back to 2014 when he first joined TSM.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm Bjergsen.
Back to a time where he dominated the LCS. He was the league's best player, respected and idolized by fans and pros alike. A respect that continues to this day.
He's OP.
Yeah, I think he's OP.
You.
I'm OP?
Yes.
Secret OP? Okay. Yeah, maybe this year, 2020.
The only black mark on an otherwise Hall of Fame career was his lack of success at Worlds. He only made it out of groups once, and that was in 2014. And in the process of his and TSM's attempt to win at Worlds and capture glory, Bjergsen's empire came crashing down. And at the end of 2017, after yet another Worlds run ending in the group stage, TSM blew up their beloved super team. The goal was to create a new roster capable of competing internationally with Bjergsen at the helm. But forget internationally, this TSM roster couldn't even compete domestically.
Yeah, but they dominated NA and they took that for granted.
Yeah, they took that for granted, but I agree.
That's what they overlooked, right?
I mean, they're Icarus. They tried to fly too close to the sun.
Bjergsen's stranglehold over NA evaporated in 2018. He got bopped from the first round of the playoffs, and as a veteran who competed in every LCS finals and Worlds since coming to NA, he'd have to watch the game's biggest tournament from home.
As more of TSM fall, it's 2 left alive. Down to just Bjergsen watching his kingdom fall to ashes.
Over the course of the next 2 years, TSM cycled through a laundry list of players, including 4 different junglers. And as the team's only constant, Bjergsen took a lot of the heat for TSM's decline.
So like the question specifically is, did they make the wrong choice to build around Bjergsen, right? And that is hard for me to say because I think like Bjergsen is getting targeted a lot now as like, oh, well, he's the common thread. He's the problem.
After failing to make Worlds for the 2nd year in a row, despite being one of the best mid laners in the West, these results just weren't cutting it. And come contract negotiations in the 2019 offseason, everybody knew that Bjergsen was sick of losing. The question was, would he stick around long enough to change that? But after months of sweaty palms and waiting around to hear a verdict, the worries of TSM fans everywhere were put to rest.
What? You didn't think I was actually gonna leave, right?
Bjergsen re-signed to TSM, a 2-year contract that would make him part owner of the organization. It's safe to say that Bjergsen wanted to win, and he wanted to win with TSM. And like years prior, TSM surrounded Bjergsen with a new promising cast of players that looked strong enough to compete for a title. But the spring split came and went, and TSM bombed out in 4th.
The inhibitors are going, Bjergsen's going, he's just about gone. The exhaust makes it so he can barely move. The Nexus turrets will fall. TSM can do nothing but look on as FlyQuest put the finishing touches on this game, the finishing touches on this season, and the finishing touches on TSM.
As the community's expectations of TSM fell, so did their opinions of Bjergsen. Sure, he was still great, but his identity as the untouchable star of NA's mid lane faded.
Let's talk about like the Bjergsen Jensen one. I think you guys having Bjergsen at 3 is so recency biased.
It's awful. It's almost awful last week.
But in the midst of defeat, Bjergsen gained the extra help he so desperately needed.
Something in here? Peter, what are you doing in there?
Oh, I'm teamless again, dude. Can you help me?
How long have you been teamless again?
A few hours.
Oh my god, let's get you inside.
The only player in NA with a resume to rival Bjergsen's is Doublelift. Together, they dominated NA in 2016 and 2017, their individual firepower eclipsing every other player in the region.
As long as LCS exists, me and him will be playing either with or against each other for more trophies. I don't think that one of us is going to quit, and especially I don't think anyone's going to quit when they're behind.
And after 2 years apart, Bjergsen was getting his greatest partner in crime back. Someone who he not only regarded as a great teammate, but also a great friend.
I've been really good friends with Bjergsen and Biofrost like for the last few years. And even when we weren't teammates, like we did play together and we were teammates and we were really close, but then when we weren't teammates, we would still hang out and we would be, we'd like vent to each other and stuff and just talk about life.
The once unbeatable LCS duo reunited at long last. And come summer, Bjergsen looks stronger than ever. While TSM as a whole struggled initially trying to integrate Doublelift but also jungler Spica to the team, Bjergsen played like his old 1v9 self. The guy was single-handedly winning TSM games on a regular basis.
Depending on the day, usually he does really well, right? On like Azir, like the control mages in general. But I feel like he doesn't really play the roaming champs, or like he doesn't really support his team usually, or at least that's what I see right now, where he tries to 1v9, which is great I think for TSM, because in the past he was playing like not even feels like Galio or like just like random champs and like Maokai mid, but right now he figured out that if he doesn't carry then TSM is shit, right?
Sure, Doublelift was back and yeah, he was playing well, but make no mistake about it, throughout the summer, it was Bjergsen who was not only a cut above his teammates, but above the rest of the league as well.
TSM are deciding they want to start up the Baron. Dardoch getting hit by the damage from Bjergsen, who fires off the entire of the ulti, just lets it rip. Goodbye, Dardoch.
TSM entered the playoffs as the 4th seed, and due to the strength of their regular season finish, it was expected that they would run through their first playoff round no problem, especially considering how well Bjergsen was playing.
All right. Well, we're just about at game time, so I want to get quick predictions from the three of you. Based on your playoff brackets, I know which way you're going in the series. It should be TSM across the board.
But that's not what happened. Instead, TSM got beat down. Badly.
Get the passive going. Bjergsen, they bound up again, does pop the ulti, but there's one Nexus tower down. Golden Guardians gonna pick up game number 1 here to kick off their playoffs run. What a way to kick off the summer playoffs, Azael. Golden Guardians will take down TSM.
Golden Guardians blasted TSM 3-0. Bjergsen looked neutralized, and Doublelift arguably had the worst series of his entire career.
I mean, my thoughts on the game. Well, number one, I think TSM's bot lane is like, they played atrociously this series, for sure.
While TSM's championship hopes weren't over yet, they had a mountain of best of 5s to overcome to simply qualify for Worlds, let alone win a championship. But Bjergsen wasn't done yet, and neither was the rest of TSM. First came their easy match against the 8th seed, Dignitas.
TSM will put in work on the Nexus turrets. They're gone before I even finish my sentence. TSM will make swift work of Dignitas with a 3-0 victory and will move on to the next round of playoffs.
Then, it was their rematch against Golden Guardians. A rematch that pushed TSM to their very limits.
Bjergsen wants back in. He has the ulti. Not going to go. Now he is. Scoops in 3. Look at that play. They're going to get a whole lot done. 2 kills picked up. Make it a 3rd. Huge out of the TSM mid laner. The re-engage for Spica. The re-engage for Doublelift, and who he will lose his life. FBI could be next. He is gone. Golden Guardians base open up. It's TSM knocking.
Next, it was the World Qualifiers match against reigning LCS champions Cloud9.
Taking down the Nexus turrets, they will take down the remaining players on the Cloud9 roster. For the first time in 7 years, C9 will not be attending Worlds, and TSM will claim their victory.
Now qualified for Worlds after missing the tournament in back-to-back years, TSM fans were happy as shit. But TSM as an organization was not done yet. They were gonna complete the Losers Miracle run and bring back some fucking respect to the name TSM.
There you go, Broken Blade falls, Brox are running away, Jensen barely going to be kept alive, now having to kite away himself. He's somehow still alive. Spica in hot pursuit, Doublelift's got the slows, TSM has got him in their sights, and that is an ace for Team Solo Mid.
Already the fight is 3 for 0, looking for a fourth. Doublelift claims the kill credit onto Solo. Broken Blade claims Wild Turtle, and Ignar can only watch as he runs away, and TSM can look for the kill. They're surely gonna find it. One more auto, and it's time to go for Baron. Oh, into the backside, and there's number 2. Herald's gonna be summoned for not a whole lot out of Santorin. I think he just pressed the button overall, but now he's summoned by Bjergsen as well. Careful, buddy, you're on a 1v3. Slowed by Bard, and just like that, TSM gonna pick up 3 kills in a row, and the Drake's right in front of their eyes. Here they go to end the game. The last stand for Santorin against his old team. Turtle the same, but Doublelift has always been the better AD carry. Shows it here in the game as the Nexus falls. TSM claim LCS title number 7.
TSM's path to their 7th championship took 25 different games, 5 consecutive series wins. And the MVP of all 5 series, including the finals, was none other than Bjergsen.
Well, after a grueling run through the postseason and a full 5-game series, Finals Player of the Series could be awarded to so many individuals for each of their individual play, but the votes were tallied, and Bjergsen will walk away Finals Player of the Series.
With the domestic crown sitting atop his head, Bjergsen's eyes are now focused on League's biggest stage. Having been away from international competition these past 2 years, NA's mid lane king has earned another shot at finding glory at Worlds.
The Kings of North America are back, reclaiming their throne here. It has been 3 long years for them.